Matter group has tweeted in support of Palestine, actually. But they sparked outrage as their message was accompanied by an online graphic of a paratrooper. The image was posted just days after Hamas carried out its horrific attacks on Israel. So Black Lives Matter is a decentralised political organisation, but the Chicago offshoots have been widely criticised for this post. I can speak now to political commentator Suzanne Evans. Suzanne, thank you very much. Great to have you on the show. This is, I think, describing or depicting something that maybe quite a few people always worried about Black Lives Matter, really, which is that they tend to be a hard left, potentially relatively militant organisation, now actually openly supporting people. And this is after, I believe, there were initial reports came about babies being decapitated in Israel, for goodness sake.
Well, I suppose what I'm surprised by is that anyone's actually surprised, to be honest, because I think it's always been fairly obvious to me, and I think many other people, that Black Lives Matter is not about equal rights for black people, that it's always been a violent, marxist, anarchist organisation. It pushes, for instance, divisive critical race theory, the idea that legal discrimination against white people should be allowed. Several of their organisers have been prosecuted for fraud. They've abused donations that have been made to the group. And, you know, given that this organisation in its heyday reaped at least £60 million for people who saw them as the big thing, the big cause to get behind, including, let's not forget, many corporates, I'm really not surprised about this. I mean, as I say, as far as I'm concerned, the writing was always on the wall.
Tiffany Burks, a Black Lives Matter activist, spoke against a resolution from Broward County to support Israel at a commission meeting in Fort Lauderdale.
I'm standing here in solidarity with the people in Palestine and the organization that I organize with, which is the Black Futures Alliance, which is formerly known as the Black Lives Matter Alliance Broward. We wrote a solidarity statement with the people in Palestine with the brutal stuff that's happening right now.
Michael Udine, a Broward County commissioner from District 3 who walked out while she was speaking, said he did so because he wasn't going to sit and listen to someone try and justify the behavior of militant terrorists.
Free speech is one thing. Going out to protest in favor of slaughtering, beheading, and burning babies is something quite different. It's disgusting and it's disgraceful, and I stand with the state of Israel and the people of Israel. No United Nations, both sidisms on this, no moral equivalencies on this. This is Israel's 9/11 and it should be acted on accordingly.
BLM Chicago posted this disturbing tweet saying, quote, "That is all, that is it," with a paraglider and an "I stand with Palestine" phrase. It is important to note that they just said they weren't proud of the messages they sent, but they still said that they stand with the people of Palestine and the people who will do what they must to live free. Another troubling statement from BLM Los Angeles read, "Black Lives Matter grassroots stands in solidarity with our Palestinian family who are currently resisting 57 years of settler colonialism and apartheid. As Black people continue the fight to end militarism and mass incarceration in our communities, let us understand the resistance in Palestine as an attempt to tear down the gates of the world's largest open-air prison. As a radical Black organization grounded in abolitionist ideals, we see clear parallels between Black and Palestinian people." And despite nationwide condemnation, BLM LA has yet to take down the post and apologize.
Arising from the ashes is the mortal who obtain a form the gods themselves cannot reach. Zensho Migata no Gokui, Omen Ultra Instinct.
Mr. Pretty Tony, I mean, you know the rules of the game. I mean, your bitch just chose me. Now we can settle this like you got some class, so we can get into some gangster shit.